Did you know that just one wrong sleeping position could be silently wearing down your heart every single night? Many older adults believe that a full night's sleep means full recovery. But the truth is some positions that feel harmless may actually be putting pressure on your heart, compressing your lungs, and quietly draining your energy, all while you think you're resting. In this video, I'm going to reveal the one sleeping position doctors strongly advise older adults to avoid, and the simple change that can help you sleep more deeply, breathe more easily, and protect your heart starting tonight. No medication, no fancy devices, just your regular pillow and one small habit shift. Don't underestimate this. The damage from a bad sleeping position can slowly build up without you realizing it. But once you know how to fix it, the solution is surprisingly easy. Before we dive in, I'd love to hear from you. Where are you watching from and what made you curious about your sleep? If you want your nights to be true recovery time, not slow decline, drop the word hope in the comments and hit subscribe so you never miss a tip to keep you strong, confident, and independent. Now let's talk about the small change that could protect your heart every single night. Let me ask you something. When you lie down at night, are you truly resting, or is your body quietly struggling to get through until morning? Once you pass 60, sleep is no longer just getting through the night. It's about recovery, letting your heart relax, your lungs fully expand, your blood flow, reset, and your body recharge. But this only happens if your body is positioned the right way. Here's what most people don't realize. When you were younger, your body could self-correct during sleep. At 40 or 50, if you twisted into a bad position, your body had enough flexibility to adapt. But now, that same position could leave your chest tight, your breathing shallow, and your legs stiff when you wake up without you having any idea why. Take the story of Mr. Lamb, a 72-year-old from a quiet little town in the South. For years, he slept flat on his back, believing it was the most natural position. But recently, he began waking up in the middle of the night with his heart racing and shortness of breath. At first, he blamed it on aging. It wasn't until his doctor asked about his sleeping position that he realized the problem. Sleeping on your back, especially past age 60, can cause gravity to pull your tongue and soft tissues backward, blocking your airway and putting extra stress on your heart. When your sleeping position narrows your airway, your oxygen levels can dip. Maybe just a little, but enough to make your heart work overtime, pumping harder for hours while you sleep. This triggers the release of stress hormones, keeping your nervous system on high alert. The result: you wake up feeling like you never slept at all. Here's why this matters. When your lungs can't fully expand, your heart is forced to pick up the slack. And as we get older, circulation naturally slows. Certain positions can make that even worse, especially if they put pressure on your hips or shoulders. This pressure can restrict blood flow, and if you already struggle with issues like varicose veins or diabetes, the impact can be even more damaging. The scary part: you don't feel the harm while it's happening. Your heart quietly works harder night after night until one day you start noticing it during the day. The fatigue, the lightheadedness, the shortness of breath. It's not that you didn't sleep, it's that you didn't recover. Now here's the good news. You can take that pressure off your heart with one small change: sleeping on your left side. It may sound too simple to make a difference, but it's actually incredibly effective. When you lie on your left, your heart sits slightly higher than your other organs. That position eases the workload on your heart, improves blood flow, and lets your lungs open up completely. You breathe easier, your heart doesn't have to strain, and according to the Cleveland Clinic, it can even reduce nighttime acid reflux, another silent sleep disruptor for many seniors. I know some of you might be thinking, but I'm not used to sleeping that way. That's okay. New habits take time. Try placing a pillow between your knees for comfort, or tuck a rolled-up towel behind your back to keep yourself from rolling onto your back. Even if you just spend the first few hours of the night on your left side, you'll be aligning your body for its deepest, most restorative recovery phase. And here's a question for you. Have you noticed waking up feeling more drained than when you went to bed? If you have, type the word hope in the comments, because that's what we're building here. Not just more hours in bed, but truly restful healing, hopeful sleep. Little by little, you can lose energy without even realizing why. But here's the best part: fixing it doesn't require medication machines or expensive gadgets. All it takes is awareness and a more intentional way of caring for your body while it rests. So tonight, when you get ready for bed, pause for just a moment and ask yourself, is the way I'm lying down helping my body heal or forcing my heart to work harder than it should? Choose to rest with purpose. Give your lungs the space to expand, keep your blood flowing freely, and protect your future health. Because sleep isn't just a pause between today and tomorrow, it's the very foundation that tomorrow is built on. And stay with me, because in just a moment, I'll share a simple nighttime ritual that can supercharge your recovery and help your heart repair itself even faster. Trust me, it only gets better from here. Let's move on to something most people never think twice about when it comes to sleeping habits. Mistake number 3 might surprise you: sleeping flat on your back. I know it sounds harmless, maybe even comfortable, especially if you've been doing it for decades. But for many older adults, this familiar position can slowly make nights more exhausting and your heart more vulnerable. Take the story of Frank, a 76-year-old from the open plains of Nebraska. For years, he'd lie down at night in the exact same way, flat on his back, hands folded neatly over his chest, joking that it was his old soldier's pose. But recently, things began to change. Frank started waking up with a dry mouth and a pounding heart, as if he'd just finished a sprint. His wife noticed something alarming: too loud snoring, sudden silences, and then sharp gasps for air. They brushed it off as just snoring, but when his doctor heard about it, the signs pointed to something more serious: sleep apnea triggered and made worse by his sleeping position. Here's why that's important. When you lie flat on your back, gravity quietly works against you. Your tongue and the soft tissue in your throat naturally fall backward, narrowing your airway. And as we age, the muscles that keep these airways open lose some of their strength. You might not feel it happening, but your body certainly does. Your oxygen levels drop even just a little, forcing your heart to pump faster to keep your blood oxygenated. And while you might think you're in deep rest, your nervous system is actually in overdrive, responding to tiny emergencies all night long. The truth is, those nights add up. Over time, they chip away at your energy, your heart health, and your ability to truly recover while you sleep. According to the Cleveland Clinic, back sleeping, especially for older adults, can quietly be one of the most damaging habits for restorative rest. Sleeping on your back doesn't just make snoring more likely, it can raise your risk of paused breathing, irregular heartbeat, nighttime acid reflux, and even higher blood pressure while you sleep. Think about that for a second. You get into bed expecting rest, but instead your body is fighting to keep you stable hour after hour. Maybe you've had mornings like Frank's, waking up feeling strangely exhausted, like you barely slept at all. Maybe you've noticed a dry mouth, a scratchy throat, or a bit of pressure in your chest when you sit up. Or perhaps your spouse has mentioned that you snore, or even more alarming, that they've heard your breathing pause for a few seconds in the night. If any of this sounds familiar, you are far from alone. These signals may seem small, but they matter. Once you're past 60, your body has less margin for extra stress, and if your sleep is quietly straining your system instead of restoring it, it's time for a change. Here's the encouraging part. You don't need expensive machines, complicated gadgets, or a prescription to fix it. Just a shift in your sleeping habit and a bit of intention. If you can start by sleeping on your left side, this is one of the most heart-friendly positions you can choose, especially for older adults. According to experts at the National Sleep Foundation, lying on your left side helps keep your airway open, reduces acid reflux, and relieves pressure on your heart. It also allows your lungs to expand more fully and supports healthy blood flow. And no, you don't have to stay in that position all night to benefit. Even beginning your sleep on your side can make a noticeable difference. You can place a pillow behind your back to keep from rolling over. Tuck a pillow between your knees for extra comfort, or even try a full-length body pillow for all-around support. I get it, changing how you sleep isn't easy, especially if you've been doing it the same way for decades. But your body is craving this. It wants to recover. It wants to feel safe. And this small adjustment gives it that chance. If you've ever woken up feeling more drained than when you went to bed, I'd love for you to let me know in the comments. Just type the word HOPE if you're ready to protect your heart, restore your energy, and bring peace back to your nights. Because this isn't just about better sleep, it's about giving your body the deep healing rest it deserves, the kind that transforms your mornings, your walks, and your life. In the next part of this video, I'll show you how pairing the right sleeping position with one simple bedtime habit can help rebuild your strength, protect your heart, and improve how you feel, not just overnight, but day after day. Stick around because you're going to love how easy it is. Let's start with something that might sound almost too simple to matter: the way you position yourself in bed. Most people already know that sleeping flat on your back or stomach can create problems. But what many don't realize is that turning onto your left side, yes, just that, can help your heart work more efficiently, your lungs breathe more fully, and your body heal faster while you sleep. It might sound like a small change, but often it's the little things that bring the biggest results, especially as we get older. Take Margaret, for example. She's 68, living in the rolling hills of Missouri, a warm, kind woman who thought her restless nights were just part of aging. She'd wake up 3, sometimes 4 times every night. Some nights it was a dry throat, other times heartburn, and often just a vague ache that made her toss and turn. She would shrug and say, "That's just how it is now." But after a routine checkup, her doctor suggested something surprisingly simple. Instead of her usual position, try falling asleep on her left side. No pills, no machines, no complicated setup, just a shift in how she lay down. Within a single week, she noticed a change. She was waking up less often. The heaviness in her chest felt lighter. The swelling in her legs seemed to ease. Even her digestion felt calmer. For the first time in years, she didn't just feel rested, she felt relieved. Here's why it works: when you lie on your left side, your heart sits just a bit higher than your stomach. Gravity gives it a subtle assist, so it doesn't need to work as hard to move blood throughout your body. It's a gentle difference, but for a heart that's been working for decades, that extra ease can mean everything. And that's not all. This position also gives your lungs more space. Your chest isn't compressed, so your breathing becomes deeper, smoother, and more oxygen-rich. No more shallow, strained breaths all night long. According to experts at the Cleveland Clinic, this improved airflow is especially valuable for people dealing with high blood pressure, sleep apnea, or even mild asthma conditions that, let's be honest, many of us over 60 are familiar with. Here's another bonus you might not expect: better digestion. Because your stomach naturally rests more on the left side of your body, lying on that side helps prevent acid from creeping up into your throat. That means fewer nights waking up with heartburn, less coughing, and fewer interruptions to your sleep. And this isn't just about comfort. Keeping acid where it belongs helps protect your throat, your airway, and even reduces stress on your heart during the night. Something else I find fascinating: experts say that sleeping on your left side also improves lymphatic drainage, your body's built-in cleaning crew. This system works to remove waste and toxins from your brain and organs while you rest. And since this natural night shift slows as we age, giving it a little help by simply turning left is like giving your entire body a health boost every single night. Now you might be thinking, but I've always been a back sleeper. Won't it be hard to change? And of course, any new habit takes a bit of effort, but it's absolutely doable. Here's how to make it easier. Use a body pillow or a regular pillow between your knees to keep your hips aligned and your spine supported. Place another pillow behind your back as a gentle barrier to stop you from rolling over. Some people even sew a tennis ball into the back of a pajama top. It's just enough of a nudge to keep you from turning without actually waking you up. And remember, you don't have to spend the entire night on your left side to see benefits. Just starting your night in that position gives your body a valuable recovery window, and over time it often becomes second nature. Like Margaret, you may even find that your body starts to prefer it. So here is my question. Have you ever tried sleeping on your left side even for part of the night? If you're open to giving it a shot, type the word HOPE in the comments. Because every positive change begins with hope. You are not powerless. You're not stuck in old patterns forever. Sometimes the first step toward healing doesn't come in the form of a pill or a medical procedure. It's as simple as a pillow in a new position. In the next part, I'll share how combining this sleeping habit with one small nighttime nutrition tweak can take your heart recovery to the next level. You won't want to miss it. But first, let's get real for a moment. Changing your sleeping position isn't always easy. Most of us have been sleeping the same way for decades, on our backs, on our stomachs, or curled up in a favorite pose. Switching that up can feel unfamiliar, maybe even a bit uncomfortable at first. Sure, it might feel strange at first, but here's the thing. Your body can adapt. Even at 60, 70, or 80, your brain is still capable of forming new habits, especially when those habits bring relief, deeper rest, and real healing. Here's the fifth insight I want you to remember. You don't have to stay on your left side all night long. What matters most is how you start your sleep. That first stretch, the first 2 or 3 hours, is when your body enters its deepest restoration phase. It's when your heart rate slows, your brain begins clearing waste, and your muscles rebuild. If you begin that phase lying on your left side, you give your body a solid foundation for recovery, no matter how you move later in the night. I think of Ruth, a warm, down-to-earth 73-year-old living alone in Arizona. For decades, she slept flat on her back, arms folded neatly over her stomach, like she was posing for a portrait. But she'd wake up with tightness in her chest, a burning throat, and heavy, swollen legs. When her doctor explained the benefits of left-side sleeping, Ruth laughed and said, "All right, I'll try, but no promises." Her first step was simple. She started reading in bed while lying on her left side. She didn't overhaul her entire night, she just changed how she began it. Within a week, she noticed she was waking up less often. Her chest felt lighter, the burning in her stomach eased, and her mornings were a little brighter. That's the power of one small, consistent shift. Now let's talk about making this easier in real life. You might need a little help to stay in position for those first few hours. That's where pillows become your best friend. A full-body pillow is ideal. You can hug it, drape your leg over it, or rest it against your chest for stability. This keeps you secure, comfortable, and makes the position feel natural. Another simple fix: place a pillow between your knees. This keeps your hips aligned and prevents your lower back from twisting. You can also tuck a rolled-up towel or small cushion behind your back. That gentle support will subtly discourage you from rolling over without waking you up. And for those who want an extra nudge, sewing a tennis ball into the back of a loose t-shirt works surprisingly well. Don't worry, it's not meant to hurt you. It's just enough to prompt your body to stay where it's most supported. That little tennis ball trick works because it signals your subconscious to avoid rolling over. But here's the truth: you don't have to go to that extreme. This isn't about perfection, it's about progress. If you're hesitant, start even smaller. Try lying on your left side while you listen to calming music, chat with a friend or grandchild on the phone, or say your evening prayers. Over time, your brain will start linking that position with peace, safety, and comfort. The key isn't how long you stay there, it's how often you return to it. The body forms habits through gentle repetition, not force. So be patient with yourself. And yes, it really does make a difference. According to both the National Sleep Foundation and the Mayo Clinic, sleeping on your left side can support heart health, aid digestion, and reduce nighttime disturbances caused by acid reflux or shallow breathing. For older adults, this simple shift can mean deeper sleep, clearer mornings, and a heart that wakes up more refreshed. So let me ask, have you ever tried intentionally guiding your body into a healthier sleep position? If you're ready to give it a go now, type the word hope in the comments. That word means you're willing to give yourself more peace tonight than you had last night. And really, that's what this is all about: not just sleep, but recovery. Not just habits, but hopeful ones that protect the life you want to keep living with strength and independence. And in the next segment, I'll share a simple nighttime ritual that works hand in hand with left side sleeping to help your heart repair itself even faster. And all it takes is a glass of spoon and one everyday ingredient. Stick around because the best is yet to come. Now let's switch gears to something most people never think about: what fuels your heart while you sleep. We talk about rest as if it just happens, but the truth is, while your eyes are closed, your body is hard at work repairing, cleaning, and rebuilding. And just like any work, that takes fuel. Which brings us to the sixth and final piece of the nighttime recovery puzzle: what you give your body before bed can be just as important as the position you sleep in. I'm reminded of Harold, a 71-year-old veteran from Pennsylvania. Every morning he'd take a walk, keep up with light yard work, and even help out with his church group on weekends. But one thing he told me has stayed with me ever since. Harold once told me something that really stuck with me. I don't mind getting older. I just don't like feeling like I'm fading. So I asked him a simple question: what do you eat before bed? He laughed and said, nothing. Isn't that the healthy thing to do? And there it was, the hidden problem. You see, most older adults stop eating hours before bedtime, thinking it's better for digestion. And yes, that can help with certain issues, but it can also quietly deprive your body of the nourishment it needs during its most critical healing hours. When we sleep, we go 6 to 8 hours without food, a long fast. In our younger years, that's not a big deal. But after 60, the body doesn't bounce back quite as quickly. Muscle loss speeds up, recovery slows down, and that includes the recovery of your most important muscle, your heart. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition shows that adding a slow-digesting protein, like casein before bed, can completely change how your body restores itself overnight. And this isn't just about keeping your muscles strong, it's about protecting your heart, maintaining steady blood sugar levels, preserving your strength, and fueling the repair work that happens while you sleep. Casein protein digests slowly over 6 to 8 hours, delivering a steady stream of amino acids to your body while you rest. This gentle, consistent nourishment helps maintain muscle mass, improves morning energy, and can reduce the risk of weakness or frailty over time. Think of it like this: your body is a repair shop, but if you don't give it the raw materials it needs, it can't finish the work no matter how hard it tries. The solution: you don't need to eat a huge dinner at 9 p.m. All it takes is a small, targeted dose of quality protein, about 30 to 40 grams of casein, ideally 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Harold started simple: 1 scoop of casein protein powder mixed with almond milk. Some nights he switched it up with a few spoonfuls of Greek yogurt or a small serving of cottage cheese. Nothing complicated, nothing expensive. Within 2 weeks, the changes were clear. His legs felt lighter in the mornings. He slept longer without waking up. The soreness after his morning walks disappeared. Most importantly, he no longer felt like he was fading. He felt present, steady, and stronger. He didn't feel like he was fading anymore. He felt like himself again. Now I know some people get nervous about eating before bed, but casein isn't like grabbing a sugary snack or a glass of juice. It's light, it's steady, and it releases nutrients slowly, like a gentle drip of fuel for your body all night long. If you've been feeling like your energy is slipping, or your body just doesn't recover the way it used to, I want you to hear this. It's not your fault, but there is something you can do about it. Try this simple combination. Sleep on your left side. Give your body a small dose of slow-digesting protein before you close your eyes. Do that for just 2 weeks and pay attention to how you feel. If you're willing to try, or if you've already been doing something similar, type the word HOPE in the comments. Because that's what this is about: small, powerful habits that give your body hope, strength, and a fighting chance to age with vitality. You don't need an elaborate plan. You don't need expensive gadgets. You just need a calm position and a quiet, nourishing bedtime snack. That's it. Sleep like someone who's investing in their future, one peaceful night at a time. Coming up, I'll share the early signs that these habits are working. You might already be noticing them without even realizing it. So stay with me, you're almost there. And tonight, when your head meets the pillow, and I hope you remember this, healing doesn't always come from big dramatic changes. Sometimes it begins with something as gentle as turning to your left side, or feeding your body just enough to help it heal while you rest. These aren't just habits, they're quiet investments in your future health, your strength, and your independence. If even one small idea in this video spoke to you, let me know in the comments, or simply type the word HOPE as a reminder to yourself and to others that it's never too late to feel better, move easier, and sleep more peacefully. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to subscribe, tap the bell for new weekly health tips, and share this with a friend or loved one who could use a little comfort tonight. Here's to deep rest, a steady heart, and mornings that feel just a little brighter one night at a time.